After the dumpster fire of a year that 2020 was, chances are you were counting down the days until 2021. The promise of a fresh start and new beginnings, New Year's resolutions, right? Now, I'm all for setting and achieving your goals, but something about New Year's resolutions are different, and oftentimes they're more harmful to us than they are helpful. And be honest, we're halfway through our first month of the year, and how many of you have already fallen off track? Maybe we're doing it wrong. In this video, I want to go over why New Year's resolutions fail and what we can do instead to set ourselves up for success. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for being here. My name is Erin, and today is a great day for a great day. I am a sucker for a fresh start, especially the start of a new year. Something about that arbitrary date just holds so much promise, and I can't get enough. And I know I'm not alone. Traditionally, New Year's is the perfect time to set resolutions for ourselves when we want to change and better ourselves and to grow, right? But the cold hard truth is that 80% of our New Year's resolutions fail by February. According to a study done by the University of Scranton, out of the 45% of Americans that actually set New Year's resolutions, only 8% of them succeed in achieving them. Those sound like pretty crappy odds if you ask me. So why is this? The most common reason resolutions fail is because we are simply too ambitious. We try to do too many things starting January 1st, and we try to go too hard. You want to eat healthier, you want to visit your parents more, you want to lose weight, you want to learn guitar, you want to learn Spanish, you want to meditate every day, and you also want to try becoming a vegan. It's not sustainable, and it's just setting yourself up for failure. Another reason our resolutions fail is because they are too long-term and too broad. We set these goals on January 1st and say that we want them done by the end of the year. But as we've seen in 2020, so much can happen and change in the matter of the year. And our goals are also too broad. The most common resolutions are to lose weight, eat healthier, and exercise more. But what does less and more mean? How are you quantifying whether or not you've hit your goals if your goals aren't specific enough for you to actually hit? And also, most of our resolutions are focused on results when they should be focused on the steps that we need to take in order to reach those results. How do you expect to lose weight if you don't take into consideration the change you need to make in your diet and the change you have to make in your exercise routine in order to lose weight? And the results we're looking for are usually addressing the negative perceptions we have about ourselves, like wanting to quit smoking because you feel guilty about being a smoker. When we don't succeed at getting the positive outcomes we desire, we lose confidence in ourselves to actually achieve our resolutions when really we haven't set ourselves up for success. So what can we expect in the first place? So what do we do instead? Is all hope lost? Not at all. First off, out with New Year's resolutions and in with tangible goals. There's a few other things that you can do to make sure that this is still a year of growth for you. First off, start small. You're more likely to succeed if your habits are smaller and easier to hit consistently. If you want to try incorporating a new habit or behavior, don't start with something super laborious or time-consuming, and also don't try to start with like 12 things all at once. In James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, he proposes the 2-minute rule. Start with something that you can do in 2 minutes. And honestly, you'll find that pretty much any behavior or habit can be broken down into a 2-minute version of itself. For example, if you want to learn how to speak Spanish, your 2-minute habit would look something like open up Rosetta Stone or Duolingo on my phone. Once you've established your new 2-minute habit, you can build upon and improve that habit. And then once you've got that new and improved habit down, you can start to introduce new habits. Number 2, make specific and measurable goals. Like I said, ambiguous goals are not really your friend. Instead of saying you want to work out more, tell yourself that you're going to work out twice a week. Psychologists found that the more specific a resolution, the more likely it is to be achieved. In fact, those who made explicit resolutions were 10 times more likely to succeed than those that didn't. So in summary, if it's measurable, you're more likely to succeed. Number 3, write things down. Focus on the process rather than the desired outcome and write out a plan of attack. Don't write down that you'll eat healthier. Write down that you will cook 1 meal every day of the week. Put your goals somewhere easy to access and review so that you can see them daily. But there's also a biological benefit to writing things down. Encoding is a biological process by where the things we perceive travel to our hippocampus and then there they get analyzed. And then from there, our brain decides what to store in long-term memory and what things to discard. Writing improves the encoding process. In other words, writing it down greatly improves your chances of remembering it. It's science. Number 4, be nice to yourself and set up a reward system. You're not perfect and missteps are completely normal. The important thing is that you don't completely give up on your goal just because you messed up for a week. Get back on track. It also helps to set up a reward system. We learn habits based on how rewarding a new behavior is, and our brain actually sets up a hierarchy of what behavior has the highest reward. And naturally, behaviors with a higher reward are the ones that we repeat more often. Now, I'm not saying every time you remember to practice guitar, buy yourself a new pair of shoes. Your reward can be as simple as enjoying the music you create when you practice guitar. Don't get crazy with treating yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you feel ready to tackle your set of New Year's goals as opposed to New Year's resolutions, or maybe you're watching this video in like June. It's never too early or too late to start changing your habits for the better. If you haven't already, please click the button below to subscribe. I post videos every Friday, and I hope to see you here next week. Bye. What's up, YouTube? Twice a week. But as we've seen, another reason or wanting to lose weight. Can we? I understand. So I hope to see you here.